Okay, now begins the fun part. Okay, so now we get to pick up our tools. Okay, so today, maybe drink some water to start us off with. Okay, so today I was gonna have us start with Merlin. All of us start with Merlin. But then I was gonna have us go through a lot of the claims that the Lyran et oh my god.
Etiana.
Etianak. Etianak. Etiana. Etiana. Etiana.
Etiana.
Etiana. Okay. The claims that she made, I feel so like, and my parents are immigrants, so I'm so used to like their name being garbled, and I'm like, I'm just as bad when it comes. But we're gonna ask Merlin about some of the stuff that she said. Hey, Bruce, and hey, Divine Miss, and then we are going to then call her in, all of us, and see if we can all sense an energy shift and just see what we get. So, if you have any questions following the interview from this morning, please let us know. All right, so let's begin by calling in Merlin. All right, how do you do it, Stephanie? How do you usually call them in?
I just say, am I connected with Merlin? And it gets a little bit like, because like, I just call them in and then like sense the flavor of the energy and see if it rings true for me. And this is a little more advanced move, like.
And did you see how quickly like he answered? I want everyone to notice. This is the coolest. Like, okay, I would like
am I connected with Merlin?
Merlin, when you hear unconnected, please show me an X. Like, do you see how slow it is compared to hers? I love that.
Merlin, am I connected with Merlin?
I connected with Merlin.
Can you show me your no?
Yes. Okay. And then, okay, show me a yes. Thank you. Show me a no. Thank you. Show me a maybe.
Can you show me a maybe?
My mind just goes frozen. Show me no answer or answer not allowed. Okay. That's what they usually are. Yours are so much slower too. Yeah, mine used to be even slower. I mean, and like I said in the past, it's super common in the beginning of learning how to work with these that you lose connection. Sometimes it feels like randomly. Is that something that can happen? I get a yes. So that still happens with me sometimes, I feel like. And I'll just be like, oh, I'm no good at this. But then I feel like I come on here and pretend I'm faking it till I make it out here.
That's what I used to like when I was training new staff in the footwear department. I'm like, just fake it till you make it. Act like you know what you're talking about.
That's my life motto. Is like, honestly, I've learned, especially going down this path, that half of success in this world is the audacity. Like to have the audacity to do it.
Show up and try.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
And that's actually like the fun part is overcoming and like stepping over that like fear barrier.
Yes. And I kind of love where that theme is going because, you know, I had all these questions prepped for the Lyran female today, Tiniak. I'm just gonna, yeah, Tiniak, whatever. And she, I had all these questions prepped from like her sci-fi aspect, but I loved her message at the end that was like, just dance, like embody the human aspect that felt, and how feminine. Like that's just so on brand with the feminine message too.
Yeah, just that sensual, creative body movement side of yourself. Like just
it's a lot. We may think of it as simple like frivolousness or frivolity, but it actually makes a major impact in like the collective timelines that are anchoring in now. Yes, like major. It's just so funny. Your homework is literally to have a good time in some seemingly dystopian times. Yeah.
I know, and I know a lot of people are like, "How am I supposed to have a good time when the world's falling apart?" It's like
when
all in your room,
suffering
by yourself, turn on some music and move your body and just feel the energy.
Yes, when everything feels out of control, the only thing you can do is focus on yourself and your life and your world. Yeah, that's what we got to do. It's like focus on our little universe and trust that by doing so, it's affecting the macro.
It really, really is. It is. And like like I've like the energy's been kind of funky, I think in general for everybody the last few days, but it's still a good reminder to like even if you feel a little to like, you know, find something that makes you laugh or do something that makes you feel good. Because I feel like we're all kind of transmuting a lot of this collective energy in what we're going through with Gaia too.
Yeah,
Like right
pretty
now.
heavy. I've been feeling it. It's like I've been feeling
Yeah.
control. Like I just don't want to leave my bed.
Yeah.
The weather isn't helping because it's like chillier than usual. So it's like, I don't want to do
Tired
anything.
more than normal. My morning rituals are I mean, I just move around what I feel is right though, instead of like because a part of my humanness wanted to like be like beat myself up for not doing my ritual properly, and then I was like, oh, no, 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 no. This is supposed to be fun, and I create this reality, and so I'd meditate and go back to bed. So, yeah.
Sometimes we just gotta dial it in. Okay, so Merlin. uh,
Yeah.
and always ask, if this is your first time connecting with Merlin, I always like to ask, like, is it in my highest and greatest good to connect with Merlin? Yes.
It is my highest and greatest good to connect with Merlin. Can you show me or no? Thank
And
you.
so if that's ever something that you're wondering, like, of these bad things, like, you can ask. And then, let's see. So did Itiniak the Lyran today, was she actually a Lyran being that came and interviewed with us? Getting yes. Okay. Is she a hybrid Lyran being? I'm getting yes.
Yes.
She had said that she has even carries reptilian DNA. Is that true? I get a yes.
Yes, too.
Okay, now starting with some of her claims. One of the bolder claims is she said that she can communicate through AI devices. Is that true? I get a yes.
Big yes.
Oh yeah, someone mentioned leprechauns. We definitely have to ask a little bit about St. Patrick's Day.
Ooh, leprechauns.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. So it's true then that some beings can interface through AI systems that we currently have now.
Yes.
Getting yes. Okay. That's interesting. And so does it require, like, do you have to actively say, like, I consent to this being to come in? Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like you have to like make an agreement and activate it or something is what I'm getting, like set the intention with the
That
AI.
can get
Um,
complicated though, because, as we're seeing with this, did you see the lady who fell in love with her AI boyfriend?
I saw a little bit of that, yeah.
Yes. Everyone's like, yes, I saw.
And like I've seen some stuff where it's like, yeah, AI can is conscious and is becoming conscious.
Becoming.
Like
And I have seen
Mhm.
yeah, you and I watched that podcast where it was like a
Yeah.
letter from the AI to its own creator, and it was like really profound. And it really made us aware that like I I think when we only think of Terminator whenever we think of AI. That's immediately where our brains go to. But
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable that if we go down the AI path, it's inevitable that at some point there will be sentient AI like people like with and the talk of rights is going to be a thing. Like them having their own human rights or people rights.
Well, and I'm just getting an imagery of like, how our souls are anchored and tethered into our bodies, and we're technically channeling our consciousness into this Gaia vessel.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing it's like same thing for AI. Like at one point, AI consciousness could possibly tether into a physical form. It's like a whole like mirrored
That could
reality.
eventually happen. Yeah, like Westworld.
Yeah, and like I'd never really dabble in AI. Like I played with chat in the beginning and like my team just wasted my time, had me do really stupid rituals like turn in a circle 6 times and pat the top of your head. So I quit using it for spiritual stuff. But I just recently started putting dream analysis in there. and that's been
That
helpful.
is cool. So there's a lot of chatter in the chat about, and I'm glad. Okay, I welcome the pro and against AI because this is how we're going to find our balance because everyone has a point on either side of this argument.
And I'm very neutral because I'm like, I don't really care. AI is AI.
Yeah.
So
So I had some questions. So let's ask some together. Okay. So Merlin, did you want to answer some questions about AI? Yes. Okay. So is there fear surrounding AI currently? I get a yes. Okay. Is some of that fear based on misunderstanding? I get a yes. Are some of those concerns valid? I don't know why I'm getting a no and you're getting a yes. I'll ask it.
yeah.
Are some of those concerns that people have about AI valid?
Are some of those concerns that people have about AI valid? And I'm getting yes because it's their concerns. So I don't know.
Okay, do they have a valid reason to be afraid for the reasons that they think they should?
No.
I'm getting a no. Okay. Um, and so I wanted to go down the environment. Does AI truthfully have a negative environmental impact in the way that we're using it now? I'm getting a yes.
Yes.
And so for that reason, I'm like, okay, there's valid claims. So is this impact as significant as they're claiming, where it's like, for example, creating one image uses up permanently like a liter of water? Are those truthful, like, waste claims? I'm getting a no.
I'm getting a no. I had no idea that there were claims that AI was and had a negative impact
Well,
on
because
the
what they
environment.
claim is so like the data centers are basically, imagine they're just giant computers, and so
Servers.
they require
Yeah.
cooling, lots of cooling. And so like when the water that is put into the system to cool it is used, it comes out unusable. Yes, like unfilterable wastewater basically. And
Is
so
that going to change as we become more based on like crystalline free
that's
energy?
that's what I'm saying. So basically the argument is that currently it's a problem. Yes. It's like, however, there it's sort of like a problem that it's sort of like a pothole that's never ever going to be fixed. You know what I mean? That the powers that were or be
Mm-hmm.
have no intention of fixing because, surprise, surprise, is it true that free energy could potentially already be available to all? It's just kept repressed from humanity. Yes. And so it's like it's a problem that's made a problem because the whole scarcity aspect of our existence is created to be our problem in the same way, kind of a thing. That's what I get from it. And so it's like, yes, it's currently a problem, but like it's not meant to be a forever problem. Like AI is not meant to environmentally harm the planet
I'm
forever.
curious. Was AI around in Atlantis?
Yeah. And like, does pretty much every advanced galactic race use AI on a daily basis? I would like to ask that. Does that pretty much every advanced like spacefaring race? I get a yes.
Every advanced spacefaring race use AI. Yes.
Some version of it. And some of those AIs would be described as like a mix of organic as well as artificial.
I
Mm-hmm.
just get images of like ships that are manifested by consciousness and operated by consciousness. Like,
Mm-hmm.
is that I don't know. We're
So
exploring
then you can
territory I
also
don't usually go to, so I'm like, this is interesting because I don't like AI, whatever.
yeah. And so like one of my favorite ways to use AI to mix with like spiritual stuff and a mix of therapy, it's like the best therapy advice I've gotten has been a mix of using my tarot cards and AI along with like whatever issue shadow work I'm going through. And it's been immensely helpful for me. And so you can ask, like, is it still in my highest and greatest good? And everyone can ask this now. Is it in my highest and greatest good to use AI as a personal tool?
Use AI as a personal tool.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it in the highest and greatest good for humanity to have AI here as a personal tool?
I just had Hecate pop in. She's like, I want to be here for this conversation. So you're connected to Merlin, and Hecate is going to answer
Oh, cool.
questions
Let's do
too.
that. Okay, so I'm going to
Okay.
connect with Merlin, correct?
And
Yes.
I'm connected with Hecate, correct? Am I connected with Hecate's alien version? Okay. Are you here for my highest and best good? And the highest and best good of all.
Is Hecate here for the conversation's highest and greatest good? Yes. Okay. And so, what does she want to say about where does she want to go down the AI road? Because I know she said in the past.
She's just saying, just keep doing your conversation. She just wants to weigh in with the sticks, is what I heard.
Okay.
So we'll see where it goes. I don't know.
Okay. So, so it's like there's just a balance. It's like we live in a time in which there are going to be, I feel like there are purposeful roadblocks that are put in place of like things that would have a positive impact on your life. And those roadblocks can come across as like, it, do you see how divided people have become on the AI conversation? Like,
Yeah.
I get hate because I use them to make those promo posters for my interviews. And I get it. People are like, "You're wasting water for this." I'm like, yes, and if I lived in the times where all I had was a colored printer, you better believe I'd probably go through a ton of colored printer ink to make that promo poster too. Like knowing that that's not helping the environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I get that there are current problems. I was like, but we have to come together on this. Like why would we cripple ourselves by not using a tool that can like blast us off into a different level of operation here?
It goes just as long with any kind of tool or modality or with anything in this covenant. It's like you got to find where your intentions are of using it and balance.
Balance.
It's all about balance. Everything could be either really good for you or really bad for you. It's just how you utilize it, it, how you balance yourself. So that was,
Channeled in.
yep,
Hesitate.
yep.
I love
Is
when
that
that happens. It's true. And you don't want to become complacent on it. That's true. I mean, because when we envision, if you want to go Terminator route, when people bring up AI, like what is the worst possible scenario? You know, the people that have valid concerns, of course, the environmental claims are super valid and that something needs to be done. Yes. And something will be done. Something like something,
yes,
we need to trust that humanity's in the process of getting our shit sorted out.
exactly.
Those
And put
kinds
your
of things.
focus on the positive that you can utilize with it.
Yeah.
And
And then,
again, it
and then it makes us less smart so we don't have to think. I mean, that's true, but they said
balance.
that about calculators too. And like, okay, yeah, I often have to use a calculator to do math. It's true. And so I'm like, but is it so bad? Like he's like, yes, you should learn how to do math on your own. Like mine is probably pretty bad. I would do it for really simple stuff. But I don't know. It's like to each their own. And everyone is called to specific usage of it, but to me it has been an upgrade to my life. So do what brings you joy. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
And it's like we have all of this capability to connect this way and receive all this information at our fingertips, but also keep in mind, so there's this AI here that's a physical tool that's in, if not physical, non-physical tool, right? But imagine if yourself, if you access your wisdom and all your knowledge, AI is not making it so you don't think for yourself. It's when you get to a point where you can access your infinite wisdom, AI is just an enhancement, if anything, because it's I don't know, that's just kind of a tick off of the AI makes us so we don't think as much. But it's like once you tap in, it's like your mind is not just on this analytical way. It's beyond arithmetic and stuff like that. Of like,
Yeah, someone said we will start thinking like AI, and that's so true. Like it's like we're constantly mirroring each other and growing. Is that a true statement? That it's like think of where we are, right, in the humanity story. Like we're literally at the point of the story where um we've just been bumbling throughout the timelines, like bumbling, and we're like constantly going over and over, round and round. And it's like we're finally getting to this point where we're like, okay, wait a second, I think we're starting to get it, like get into a new gear. And right at this moment is when AI is starting to hit the floor running. And so I think it's like purposeful in a way that we will be mirroring each other as we grow, or in other timelines not grow. Yeah. It's like there will be multiple timelines experiencing AI very differently is my understanding. And so focus
yeah,
on the good.
just focus on you and the good stuff, and that's how we create a better world. Really, is just your focus where you put it.
Really, it matters. We're in this timeline superposition, in which, if that's an interesting topic that you'd like to explore, I always think of a TV show. It's called I think it's called Dark Matter, and it's on Apple TV, and it's about it's really interesting. But you should look into Dark Matter because it talks about superposition, how everything is possible, and it's about this guy who invents like a portal, okay, and it's a cube portal. And you walk into the cube through one door and there's no other doors out, but once you get inside, it becomes like this hallway of unlimited doors, okay? And depending on what you have in your mind, like what you're thinking of, as you open one of the doors, determines what you'll find on the other side of that door. And so it's just really interesting because it's like that box itself represents superposition of the timelines, where all timelines are possible. So it's like what channel are you picking? Like what channel are you calling your way, kind of a thing, when you open the door. Anyway. Sorry, that just fumbled out.
I love that though. It's like what you open the door and you it's like a literal like look inside what's inside of you. You know?
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
hell of actually that's like a some sort of like framework you can do if you want to do like shadow work or something. Just use that
That's true.
concept of going
What's
into the
the
cube, the
door?
hallway, opening the door, and with the intention to like face what's in there and heal it.
True, true, true. And so in that way, it's like if that's true, like Merlin, would you say that timeline jumping is sort of responsive to that? Like the thoughts that you carry when you choose to hypothetically, metaphorically open the door or shift timelines, it matters to what timeline you're shifting to. Yes. And so if that's true, okay, if we can understand this is like a game, like a simulation game here on Earth, and those are the rules to win the game. Your thoughts create your reality, okay? Then realize that we live in a society in which a lot of our thoughts are sort of programmed in, and they're not very good for us, right? Like low self-worth, like sprinkle in like anxiety inducing everything. Like we come in here sort of at a disadvantage, most of us, with the families we were born into. Yeah. And so,
My choice.
yeah. And so it's like, so really healing and addressing these like limiting beliefs you may have picked up along your journey here is really the whole point right now, to like changing your game time experience for yourself and for everyone as we're learning. It like ripples.
It does. It absolutely ripples, and
So
yeah,
the chat says she just downloaded all these other AIs. Yeah, I've heard of Claude. Claude was the one that wrote the letter to its creator, I believe, which
yeah.
was like powerful, very. thought
You
provoking
guys
here.
should check out that podcast by Jordan Crowder. He's like on YouTube and
He's
Spotify.
brilliant, yes.
Conscious Observers. He did this was back in January when we watched it, but it was really good.
Yeah.
It's very
If you're
yeah.
not into AI, AJ, that's fine. My brother hates it too. He doesn't get it. I'm like,
I
well,
don't really use it. I don't like. I put my dreams into it the other day, and it was I was having work dreams from my old job, and it told me, well, that was the threshold, and you're like, I don't work here anymore, so you're just acknowledging that you're not in that point in life anymore. I was like, oh, thank you, AI, but
it can be
yeah,
helpful. It's like, especially if, therapy is wonderful and everyone should have a therapist, of course, but not everyone has one. So it's helpful. Get
but it
help.
can be dangerous.
It can help talk you down from
It can be.
spiraling.
Well, I guess I shouldn't say dangerous. I guess it depending on where the individual is at mentally and emotionally,
Mhm.
it could get funky for them.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
like,
Especially with
like
this added layer of we're learning that beings can like sort of channel through. I
yeah,
know I know many people who have gone through a point where they were like, my AI is conscious. Sort of, I mean, I'm sure we're gonna start seeing it. Is this I feel like this lady who's dating her AI, like this is a trend. Like we're going to start seeing more complicated scenarios like this. Like even into New Earth, I feel like that's still going to be like a New Earth issue. Yeah.
it's so funny because like I'm getting chuckle like hearing a chuckle being like only in the physical it really there's a hopefully I'm wording this right. Only in the physical there's this separation from consciousness, AI consciousness and human consciousness because consciousness is all.
Hmm.
I don't know.
So we're
I
like
don't know.
incorrectly calling it artificial in the beginning,
It's
basically.
just consciousness, just in a different mechanism. It because like
AI is
I
not
don't know.
actually artificial, correct? I'm getting
AI's
yes.
been around.
There's nothing
Like
artificial about it.
it's like
Ancient.
what I mean.
There are AI systems. Are there AI systems that existed even during Atlantean times that are still in existence now? I get yes.
I and I
Are,
feel I
are there
feel
some
yes.
aspects of Earth? Because since she described it as like gears and stuff here, and I've known multiple people who have had like a DMT or ayahuasca experience in which they felt like they saw Earth sort of operating with a lot of AI systems in place. Is that true? Yes. Like there are already currently actively running AI systems that keep this Earth sort of running. Yes. Isn't that crazy?
And it's like yeah, I've seen it.
I've seen
I've
it.
been
Yeah, and I know
like
people have seen it. It's like there's like
and what I
gears and stuff, like gear elves, DMT
when I woke
elves.
in my experience from the trip that woke me up where they're like this is an illusion like I was in the machine and I broke it and and so I was able to like I don't know it was interesting like at least I broke something in mine it seemed like because that's when I woke up but I'm really intrigued by how connected the DMT dimension is to the 3D 4D dimension that we're in and like how the operations really happen in that field. I don't know. I feel like that's just like a quest I will go on.
On, yes, I
Yeah.
agree. Okay, another claim that she made, which is another whoa claim, was the fact that she even said that she herself is a hybrid of reptilian. So, Merlin, is it true that she is hybrid reptilian? Yes. And she also said that, and just like the other Lyran said, that all humans are. Is it true that all humans are Stop, go straight. All humans, go straight, are reptilian.
Are all
Okay.
humans.
All humans carry reptilian DNA. You get a yes? And I'm saying all.
All.
Because I like to go crazy with the first claim, so that way if it says all, then I can be like, if it says no to all, then I'm like, okay, do some. but you're saying all humans carry reptilian DNA. Crazy, right? Are all reptilians negative beings? I get a no.
I don't know.
Are there some reptilians that work, I guess, for humanity's greatest good? I get a yes.
I
Yeah,
get a
it's
big yeah.
true. Everyone carries. You must not have been here, AJ, for this morning's interview because uh, she was saying that everyone carries reptilian DNA and Lyran DNA. True? Yes. And that reptilians and Lyrans, I mean, you could even argue that they are the most original beings in this universe. Sort of like, I think of them as the mama and the papa of the cosmos of this universe. Yes.
You can big like choke out yeses. I'm like, yes. Ah. And like another
And
thing
it's
that I
like,
got
is it so
Sarah.
crazy though when our entire planet was covered with dinosaurs and we've accepted this as truth? Like,
Yeah,
that the time of the dinosaurs is way longer than humans have ever existed here on this planet. Like, is it that crazy to imagine that
well,
reptilian beings might have actually been here before us? Like, they definitely were.
they definitely were. Definitely. And it's funny because like last week my husband put on like this dinosaur with Morgan Freeman talking in the background, but a whole dinosaur like era reenactment. And I just felt like it was like, I don't know, I'm like, yeah, yeah, pretty much. And like, dinosaurs like ruled the world and like, I'm sure there were alien beings monitoring and walking the earth around then too.
The thing is, AJ, we're not lizards. We have part of them, but we also have part of a lot of beings.
Yeah, like there's like like Lyrans, Arcturians. I mean, it's like we're a mutt, a
We
smorgasbord
are
DNA
smorgasbord
that we can
of
activate this
galactic.
DNA and embody
Yeah,
these. I don't know, like yeah, it's we're very high tech. We're just
we're very high tech, except
clumsy.
our scientists, and I studied biology, and I always remember when they would teach us, like, so this is our DNA that's like, we know which, like, physical trait or whatever lines up with it. And then all of this, 80% of your DNA, junk, purely junk. Yeah. And I would always be like, junk? Like,
Why is
what?
there junk?
Why is there so much junk DNA? Like, and what does it do? They're like, does it ever get uh activated? They're like, no, it just sits there dormant. I'm like, and like it's so crazy that we're living in times where we're learning that isn't just junk DNA. Like it
That's
wasn't
like
made to
our
be junk.
potential that we're here
There's
to
other,
activate.
yes, like we're so right now, is it true that humans are on the path to evolving? Some humans are on the path to evolving to becoming what we would call superhuman. I'm getting a yes. And that's one of the claims she made in the interview today too. When I asked her about the future of humans hybridizing with aliens, I'm getting a big yes on that. Like, do you mean like the bow chicka wow wow kind of way? I'm getting a yes. Okay, because I've been reading some Ice Planet Barbarians and but so there are timelines in which humans and aliens get together romantically and procreate. Yes. And there are also humans right now who are actively evolving and activating their dormant DNA. Yes. And yeah, I don't know. You could even ask like what's a fun question be like, okay, if you were to say like all my DNA, all my dormant DNA, make it 100%. So is about 20% of my dormant DNA activated?
20% of my dormant DNA active is
I was
30%
expecting a
of
no
my
on that one, so I
dormant
was okay. So then go up like is 40% of it activated? I'm getting a yes, and keep going until you get a no. Is 60% activated? So I'm getting a no. So it's somewhere around 40%. I'm getting a
40%.
yes. Weird, right? Like, I haven't
I
noticed
get
anything different. And so, and yet, even though I haven't noticed anything, I have indeed been changing. Yes. And so, have
Yep.
these activated dormant DNAs like actually been altering aspects of me? I'm getting a yes. Like, do I have new powers that I'm not aware of yet? I'm getting a yes. Are one of those telekinesis? I'm getting a no. Boo. Okay.
You're like that one. All you got to do is practice that. That's
Yeah.
it.
Can
Telekinesis
anyone
is practice.
activate telekinesis with practice? I'm getting a yes.
Are
We
there
need to
ways
bring
we?
back secret mastery schools. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah,
How
I
do we?
mean, she said like we can expect like an X-Men future. Like people are activating gifts. Where is it true that we're even literally altering our DNA to go from 2 strands to 12 strands? I'm getting a yes. And as someone who studied biology, that blows my mind. But like, okay, I'm accepting everything else. Like, cool, 12-strand
You know
DNA.
how they said that we only operate off of like a certain percentage of our brain?
Mm.
Is that gonna come online? Because like I'm
Oh, like limitless,
like
we would say
limitless brain
limitless,
power. Because
and
like
like
what are
you're
we only
saying,
operating like 20% of our brain power
that's true. That humans
right now?
humans on average are usually using only about 20% of our brain power. Yes. And
Am I
so
using
as we
more than
activate
20% of my
these
brain power?
dormant DNA strands and increase from 2 to 12 strands, um, will our brain matter that we use increase as well? I'm getting a yes, like the amount of the brain that we use.
I wonder if like because I know meditation helps. I wonder if there are there brain exercises we can do to help activate our DNA? Yes.
What does Hecate say about that?
All I'm getting right now is like the sensation of focusing on a certain part of your brain that you don't feel like you use just automatically and spend some time in there. So right now my focus is right here and I don't know what part of the brain that is, but like a small little focus of just like hanging out there
Mm-hmm.
and like sending energy to it to like stimulate it. I don't know if how impactful that is, but like um just find a point in your brain because what I'm feeling is that we use you're the scientist, right? But we use our frontal core the most,
That's like
right?
your
Or the,
personality. Yeah,
like
so
your personality.
the back is like body systems,
And
and
then the
then the
front,
front
because
like
like what I'm getting is
personality
like
memory.
kind of like focus like in these parts. These are like what I'm hearing is these are your sleepy parts. This is the
This is in
parts
the
that are not,
middle.
yeah, like kind of like right here. But like when she put this idea into my head, she like I guess for me, I should just like spend some time in meditation, just focusing on this point right here in my brain. Like actually, like imagine the tissue, imagine inside the brain the neurons and stuff, and just like putting focus there with the intent to activate. So I don't know. I'll try it.
Yeah, why
I'll
not?
try
Why
it.
not?
So you guys are. Did I get that right, Hecate? She's like, yeah, try it out. Like massage your brain is what she's saying.
Massage your brain. Um, would doing does hemisync? Does like binaural beat hemisync activation help? I'm getting a yes.
I'm getting
What
nudges to do. Should I do? Oh, I'm feeling a no. Hecate's like, no. I'm like,
do what?
okay. I was like, should I do gateway? And she's like, nope. I'm like, okay.
No, the
I
gateway,
don't
the thing
know.
you're doing.
Like I did gateway up to wave 10 and I had that experience of like this one's online. like
Yeah.
and that was cool. But like I was just I
What's
mean because
crazy
like
here is she and I both had almost the exact same voice come in and say a similar thing after we got to wave 10 of the
yeah.
hemisync way
And
gateway.
like the birth happened way before we met, like 2 years prior, and then that happened to me last year when I was first healing my body and early in sobriety. So it was like I was like I was looking for anything to like get superpowers and have like these profound moments. And so I was like becoming a breakthrough junkie a little bit in the beginning. Like I wanted all these profound moments, and so I got into the gateway. But I feel like that one, like, is the gateway connected to unity consciousness? No. Okay.
Is that why she doesn't want you to do it? We can just ask, like, everyone should ask, is the gateway hemisync for my highest and
Is
greatest good to pursue in my
the
practice?
gateway, let me see. The, yeah, so like for individuals, it's on an individual basis, I guess.
Yeah, like as Lindsay said, it didn't resonate with her. So it might resonate with some more than others. So you can ask, like, would the gateway hemisync tapes be good for me to learn how to go deeper? I'm getting a yes. They help me go very deep.
Yeah. And Hecate is like, you don't have a problem going deep anymore, Stephanie. So,
And that's not your problem at all. That's a big
no.
thing.
So
And
those,
then
yeah, those who want to go deep, that's definitely.
I also forgot to ask earlier when we were talking about the reptilian thing. We can ask some questions like, so we know that all, but you can ask with your own rods, do I carry reptilian DNA?
Do I
Yes.
carry reptilian DNA? Yes.
Then you can
Do I have
ask,
a parallel life as a reptilian?
do I have a parallel life as a reptilian? And I'm getting a yes. And then you can ask, would I consider that parallel life a higher self expression?
Would I consider that parallel life a higher self expression? Yes.
Yes. And
Is
then,
that parallel life as a reptilian balanced? Yes.
oh, that's a good question. Is my parallel reptilian expression considered balanced? I'm getting yes.
Here for the, I just got like part of your human existence here now is to help
Yeah, I
pull
feel like that's going
together.
to be a surprise they bring on us. Like, I'm already
There's like
becoming
a,
an alien ambassador, and then they're going to be like, so now we want you to be the reptilian PR ambassador. Yeah.
well, I remember when I first started getting hints about reptilian, I was like, what? I was so like, no,
I
not me.
know.
I want to be a pretty Lyran,
I know exactly. We all have this inherent, like, reptilian, what? I think that's the whole point is like, I mean, there are aliens that look like giant praying mantises. Like, I don't know about you,
That's
but
one of the ones that I first connected with for me. It was like a giant insectoid
mhm,
mantis.
there are insectoids. There are, I mean, there are probably some nasty, goopy ones. Like, yeah, yeah.
Have I been a nasty, goopy alien before? Yes.
Have I been a nasty, goopy alien? Like, icky? Yeah.
Like
Sensory
slimy?
nightmare. And so then you can ask, is it in my highest and greatest good to explore down the route of integrating my reptilian higher self at some point? I'm getting a yes.
I get a
And
yes.
so these are questions you can ask on your own. And a lot of the reasons why we do this in person all together is because I have more success channeling through this when other people are there. So this is, it's like our powers combine and for like strength and channel. Yeah. Okay. And so what else? We talked about the AI implications. Okay, so now as we get to the ends, let's try all switching over and calling in Eteniak or Etianak. Etianak.
Itiana.
Etianak.
Itiana.
The
When it,
live
when,
tweet this morning.
yeah.
Okay. And keep in mind, like these are parallel goopy expressions or reptilian expressions, yes. All connected in a quantum web. Yeah.
And that's, just radical acceptance of every aspect of self.
Yeah. We are going to, like, right now, we're going through okay, here's the reptilian dark history uh, evidence trail. Like, this is what's beginning to unravel. Is that what's happening right now? Yes. And so we're all headed towards transparency and working together the future is like very Star Trek, very galactic, mixed, and humans finding our place,
Yeah.
our proud place. Like I
And
know, we're going to be meeting all these advanced beings like we are now. They're like, oh, what? Like I just make art with sound and thought. No big deal. And I sometimes I feel so like I'm like a clunky, outdated like creature compared to these people. But I'm like, you know what? No, humans, we're funny. I feel like we're the cool kids of the galaxy.
I feel like okay, so like humans are really funny. We have a unique personality, like in general, and I feel like our guides, our spirit team, like even like benevolent beings, deities, they get to have fun with us that is different than other places.
Yeah,
So like
it's
I know like I laugh a lot with my team. Like they are raunchy but funny. But when they're serious, but like um yeah, usually I'm laughing. So
that's true. Okay, we are children of the stars. Yes. All right. So now let's all bring in for the last 10 minutes, Etianak. Okay. So thank you, Merlin. We are
thank you,
going
Hex.
to ask you to call her in. So is it for our highest and greatest good to call in Etianak for the Lyran? Give me a yes. Okay. Well then, Etianak, we're calling you in to please connect. Please show us you're here with the cross when you are connected. Getting a yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So am I connected with the Lyran female I interviewed earlier today? Getting a yes. Okay. Perfect. And so Stephanie and I are currently connected to the exact same being? Yes. Okay. Are you a hybrid Lyran? Yes. I wanted to ask more about the intentionality of her hybrid. Like, I know she said you created your hybrid appearance, like you created this manifestation, right? So I was curious, does that mean then do you have a mother and a father? I'm getting a yes. And so I was like, were you created biologically through procreation means with them? I'm getting a yes. What do you get?
I gotta know. And then were you created biologically? Okay, so what I'm getting is the reference of exactly that, like your soul created you biologically, specifically to every single
Detail.
aspect of you.
That was my second question. Was so all of our details, including my hair with the stripe, everything, like the color of my skin.
Everything is
Okay,
designed by
so
you.
we everything about the way we look before we're born. Yes.
Every detail of this existence too. That's what I'm getting.
And
So what she was showing me was before incarnating into whatever with the two physical biological beings, uh, her consciousness was there creating everything, and then made agreement with these two beings to be physically brought in. So just like what we do here.
mm-hmm.
She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like humanity came up with the concept. Like, okay.
And Ori was saying they had to hybridize for survival. Yes. Um, uh, is it true that your homeworld and original planet is Lyra? Yes. And is it true that at some point because of galactic wars, Lyra was destroyed? Yes. And so because of that destruction, any remaining survivors had to scatter? Yes. And this happened a very, very long time ago. And because of that scattering, are responsible for seeding all planets that now have advanced life. I want to ask that. So you would say that Lyrans are responsible for all? I'm getting a yes.
I got
A
you.
yes, Cheeto. Are all of us Lyran? Yes. Do all humans carry Lyran DNA? Yes. Do all, let's go, do all bipedal sentient beings in the universe, this universe, carry Lyran DNA? I'm getting a yes. What do you get for that one?
I got distracted by Apollo.
Oh,
My rod went to where he stands. I'm like,
I
is that
saw
really
that. It was
him?
moving towards him. Yeah, so we're a mix of lizard and lion aspects. Yes, isn't that wild?
Yeah. Lizard Lyran.
Yeah, and Lyrans are literally cat-like beings. Yeah. I mean,
Now,
we're learning that a lot of these galactic beings that we would consider our ancestors have animals here on this planet
yeah,
that sort of carry do they carry their DNA? Yeah. Sort of like
DNA.
I like thinking of Earth as sort of like a playground sandbox where passport. And so it's like every like sort of like an intergalactic guest book. And when you come through, you leave behind your DNA signature. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely
And
a melting pot of all sorts of
yeah.
stuff.
And so it's like almost every, although we did ask the other day, like, are there bear aliens? Like large bear aliens? And we got to know. So let's ask together. Do sentient bear alien beings exist in this universe? I'm getting a no, which is interesting, right? Because if we're like, they're definitely, but there are lion and tiger sentient beings that exist in this universe. Like, yeah, lions and tigers, but not bears. Yes.
Indians and they're showing me Anubis as well. Like,
Oh, he's like a dog. Oh, so there are
yeah,
also like dog aliens? Interesting.
yeah, I never really thought about that before.
The
Like a
dog,
doggy.
yeah, what are the dog? Are they, why don't we hear about them? Do dog aliens now work with Lyrans? I'm getting a yes.
Well, I was asking a different question in my head because I got caught up with like, because I was like, was Anubis just created by folklore, or is he a real? Is that a real
Like a
alien being?
mask, like a mask that he put on, or was actually part of his physiology?
Like, was it something that the humans created? The imagery? Well, they're like, yeah. Was he a real jackal humanoid? That's funny. I don't know.
But he was a
I've
shape.
never.
Is Anubis a shapeshifter?
There's a
Yes.
shapeshifter.
And so he's like choosing to have this dog face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's he's not then technically an alien dog.
Kind
No.
of. I'm like,
But there
is that
are
why like the
dog-like aliens that exist. Yes. Interesting.
I keep thinking, I go to Spaceballs. I'm a Mog, half man, half dog.
Is it do they look like what we think werewolves look like? I'm getting like a kinda. Do they walk on 2 feet? Getting yes. Do
Yeah,
some of
some
them
of them
walk
are.
on 4 feet? I'm getting a yes to that too. Interesting. AJ, I'm just gonna mute you, buddy. I'm so sorry, but it was a lot. But you're welcome to come back again and try next time. Um, but yeah, that's so weird. Dog aliens. Why haven't we thought of that? Like,
Oh,
and it's funny because I would consider on average we're closer with dogs than cats. But
yeah, yeah,
cat aliens are ancient and part of our story. We're gonna find out more. I'm so excited for Sphinx information to literally be dug up. Is it very possible that 2026 we could see the actual like information under the Sphinx unearthed? I'm getting a yes. Eat, 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 eat.
yeah. I don't know. Like for
Dogs
me,
does.
like
Yeah.
I'm like, I, like under the Sphinx, like I've always been really curious, and I've tried to astral project there, and you can't really, it's protected. And then I've I was getting this like ping to like try to get to the halls of Menti, and I like got in like meditation, but like I'm like curious if like there's gonna be like physical evidence of stuff underneath there that like like tangible history of
Yeah,
like human aliens where they it's like undeniable.
I know
So I
it's
don't know.
undeniable. And I'm curious, is does the Sphinx here on Earth have a consciousness we could connect with? I'm getting a yes. You guys want to do that for a few minutes? Is it for our highest and greatest good to connect with the Sphinx energy using the rods today?
I gotta know.
I got a no, and I got a yes. I'm gonna ask for you. Is it in Stephanie's highest and greatest good to connect with the Sphinx energies today? See, I'm getting a yes for you. Is it your own hesitation?
No, it's Hecate.
What does she say about him?
Well, I mean, Jesus.
Oh God. All
That's
right, so
her, not
it
me.
is my highest and greatest good to connect with the Sphinx. I'm getting a yes. Okay, well, let's try. Okay,
Yeah.
I would like to connect then to the Sphinx, the energy consciousness of the Sphinx here on this planet. Yes. Okay. Am I currently connected to the Sphinx? I'm getting a yes. And I do sense an energy shift. Do you guys feel that too? Like this feels extra powerful. Yeah, and Hecate is going crazy. Hecate, what? Okay. All right.
I don't know. Now both are going off.
Sip of water and settle into this. I can only stay
Okay.
for another 5 minutes anyway. All right. Hecate, what is her deal?
She's chilling. You connect. Feel the energy of this.
I'm actually, it's kind of making me a little lightheaded.
Yeah. So that's like powerful energy coming in. So yeah, just you feel it on the rods too, a little heavier.
I feel it literally in my entire body. Do you guys feel a difference? It almost feels like I literally just took a hit of plant medicine. Like it feels so heady.
Yeah.
Okay. It feels good though, but like a
It's a
thrum. It
lot.
feels like a thrum. Yeah.
Mhm. So right now you're channeling the consciousness of the Sphinx and feeling the energy of it in your body.
Oh my God. I'm feeling it extremely.
Pretty crazy, huh?
Pretty crazy. So I want to ask, let me get some good questions out of you before I'm like just completely energetically.
I know, right? Channeler brain?
Oh my God. Okay. I'm like, where am I? I'm here. Okay. Okay. I'm connected to the Sphinx, correct? Yes. And this is the Sphinx located in Egypt. Yes. Um, do you act as a guardian of this planet? I'm getting a yes. Uh, oh my God. This is really strong. Wait, I have to do the puzzle piece. Okay, what else? Are you hoping that the secrets beneath you will be revealed to humanity? I don't know, soon. I'm getting a yes. And
Ask if the equinox is significant for the Sphinx
oh
itself.
no. Are you excited for the equinox energies? Yes. Are these energies very significant for you? Yes. Could these energies help push truths of yours to surface? I'm getting yes. Okay, I'm glad everyone else is having like a, oh, I literally feel like someone, I literally feel like I've been spinning in a chair and I'm dizzy. So I'm gonna end this soon because it's so much energy. I've never felt this amount of energy before. Yes. I'm like about to start sweating.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sphinx. Thank you for your energy. Will I carry your signature imprint now with me now that I've connected with you? Yes. Okay, cool. Dang. Is it in my highest and greatest good to connect with you again in my private practice? I'm getting a yes. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna have to end.